Early voting has begun and voters taking advantage as they head to the polls.
And My Ride West Tennessee was given a grant in order to get their wheels rolling across the state. 39 News Live at 6 begins now.
Now, from your hometown news team in the heart of downtown Jackson, this is 39 News at 6.
And good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Josh Egbert.
And I'm Meredith Mitchell. It's the first day of early voting here in the volunteer state.
39 News' Jackson Overstreet spoke with some of those who cast their ballots early this morning.
Madison County residents lined up this morning in the cold, not for a new store or a special event, but to cast their vote. Today is the first day of early voting in Tennessee. For some voters, like Sandra Bryson, they chose to vote today because of how convenient it is.
I usually come out early because I can get this done. My schedule is not messed up. I can also go to work right after I finish.
While others, like Cornelius Moore, simply wanted to let their voice be heard.
It's my right, it's my privilege, and it's my honor.
Madison County and the state of Tennessee saw a spike in voter registration in recent weeks, according to the Madison County Election Commission. If this morning was any indication, the commission will be seeing a lot of voters at the polls this fall.
Our turnout has been marvelous today. We voted 190 people in the first 50 minutes, so we're really excited about that.
Like the primary election earlier this year, all early voting in Madison County takes place at the Madison County Ag Complex on North Parkway. And once you get here to the Madison County Ag Complex, all you need to vote is one form of ID,
such as a driver's license or a passport or a military ID.
Early voting lasts from now until the 1st of November. If you haven't voted yet, Moore says to get out and go to the polls.
Everybody, if you're 18 or older, please come out and vote.
In Jackson, for 39 News, I'm Jackson Overstreet.
The Madison County Election Commission says over 1,350 voters cast their ballots by the time polls closed at 5 o'clock this evening. Early voting will continue through November 1st. Voting hours are from 9 in the morning until 4 o'clock on the afternoon during the weekdays and from 9 until noon on Saturdays here in Madison County.
Now, your first weather.
And temperatures were a little bit warmer today, but still below where we should be this time of year. Our temperatures have increased from yesterday by about 20 degrees in some areas, but some cooler weather does move back in as we head into the overnight hours of tonight and through our Thursday. Could see some rain moving back into the area too as we get to the end of the work week. And we'll talk more about that with your hometown forecast coming up in just a few more minutes.
Last night, Jackson police responded to a home on Parkwood traced for a welfare concern, but they are now investigating a homicide. Amanda Northern was found dead from an apparent homicide, and her two children, ages 2 and 3, are missing. After further investigation, the Jackson Police Department determined that the kids were with their father, Keenan Stewart, and he had fled to Chattanooga. Chattanooga SWAT took Stewart into custody around 11 o'clock this morning, and those kids are now safe.
They were able to find a vehicle that belonged to the father, and which led them to an apartment, and inside that apartment, Keon Stewart was found, and the children were safely located. And now we're in the midst of a active homicide investigation.
Stewart will be brought back to Jackson for outstanding violation of probation and failure to comply warrants, and also for questioning in Northern's homicide. More information is expected to be released once that investigation is complete.
Well, a local program that helps seniors get around town is being expanded statewide. My Ride West Tennessee was given a $3.6 million grant from the state of Tennessee to expand their services across the volunteer state. The new program will be called the Senior Volunteer Transportation Network. With the grant, My Ride will start 30 volunteer senior citizens transportation services over the next 3 years. Project manager Keita Cole says that expansion of this project will make a huge difference in the lives of Tennessee seniors.
We may be the only mode of transportation they have to get to their doctor's appointment or to get to their pharmacy or to the grocery store to have their medication and their food for daily living. So it's very impactful. It's huge.
Here in West Tennessee, the program is needing volunteers for Madison and Henderson counties. If you are interested in participating in the volunteer network, you can contact them directly at 731-668-6420.
Yesterday and today is National Latino HIV and AIDS Awareness Days, and a local community got the opportunity to learn more.
39 News' Camila Rueda has the details on the event.
The community of Rolling Acres Trailer Park got to enjoy a barbecue as they learned about their health.
It's very important for our neighborhood because a lot of people, they don't go to look for this type of services.
So instead, Eduardo Morales, manager of the trailer park, chose to bring these services to them. The community got free testing for HIV as well as gonorrhea and chlamydia. The event came in observance of National Latino HIV/AIDS Awareness Day. That was just 2 days ago.
And try to reach every population. And today we have here in this area, we are trying to reach the Hispanic and Latino population.
Other agencies also attended the event, providing health information about different sexually transmitted diseases and forms of contraception.
For those who couldn't make it to the event today, they say no one is in the clear and everybody should get tested at least once a year.
Everybody is at risk. So everybody has to get involved with understanding about HIV and what it is.
They say the goal of the event is for people to learn about their HIV status and stop the spread.
It's very important for each individual to know their status, the HIV/AIDS status, to stop the spread of HIV/AIDS within our region.
There will be other HIV/AIDS testing events amongst other communities in the future. For 39 News, I'm Camila Rueda.
In health news tonight, a new study shows kids playing sports have better bones later in life. Australian researchers followed nearly 1,000 kids and found those who constantly played sports had larger bone mass when they were 20 years old compared to those who would stop playing. The more bone mass one can have to protect them against osteoporosis later in life. Researchers say even those who start playing in their teens can reap the benefits when it comes to bone health.
And a new survey shows Americans are dealing with extra burdens when they battle a serious illness. Among the difficulties a sick person faces include the financial cost. 56% reported difficulty in paying their medical bills, and even those who had health insurance often faced money problems. Another source of stress was confusion about their health care plan and knowing what is actually covered. The survey included nearly 1,500 people who were dealing with illnesses such as heart disease, cancer, or diabetes, and were also hospitalized several times.
Still ahead here on 39 News, the Tennessee Vols were picked to finish second in this year's SEC race. Nicole has those details in sports.
And Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is on his way back from Turkey as the U.S. continues to look into the disappearance of a Washington Post contributor.
And temperatures did make it back to 70 here late this afternoon. That's still a couple degrees below that normal high of 73 here in West Tennessee. It looks like we'll keep the cooler temperatures around, may bring some rain back to the area as we head to your Friday. And we'll talk more about that when we come back.